Fine. State that first is state the definition of both non-current assets. State the definition of both. What they say, what is the definition of non-current asset, held for sale and discontinued operation. Both are different. Okay, discontinued operation and non-current assets held for sale and discontinued, and is that, and explain that there are two questions are there, and explain the usefulness. Okay, and explain the usefulness of the things. It's a big one. Okay, it's a big the things what we are doing. Second one, discuss the directors wish to show the travel agency as a discontinued or is justifiable or not. Based on these are two questions, theory questions. Assuming the closure of travel agency is assuming the closure of travel agency is a discontinued operation, we have to prepare the extracts. Okay, of the statement. Only the extract means only the summary. Is it only the summary? Now, what is the non-current assets held for sale? What is the definition of the non-current assets held for sale? Any idea? Yes or no?
The assets available for sale.
What is the non-current assets held for sale? Very simple. I'm not writing completely. Okay, because these two questions basically comes in MCQ. Okay, basically comes in non-current assets held for sales are those assets whose carrying amount will be recovered by sale. Okay, I am putting small points here. Okay, one, carrying amount, is it right? The carrying amount as per IFRS 5. Is that as per IFRS 5, non-current assets. Is it right? Non-current assets held for sale or held for sale and discontinued operation. Good, Alhamdulillah, we have done this exactly, because after the gap, before we close this chapter, we should have a revision about this. Okay, the carrying amount will be recovered. The carrying amount will be recovered. Okay, will be recovered through sale of through a sale transactions. Okay, this is the first point. You have to recover the carrying amount through sales transaction. Second point, what is that? Point number 2. Fine. Next, what the rule says that the asset is available for sale. Is that the asset is available for sale? Okay, and when it is available for sale, that is to be highly probable. Okay, means you have to highly probable. Okay, highly probable, and it must be concluded within next 12 months. Is it right? Within 12 months. Is it right? It has to be covered in within 12 months. Fine. This is what we are talking about, the non-current. What is the discontinued operations? Is that this is the non-current assets held for sale. What is the discontinued operations? These are the rules. Okay, this is the summary of the rules. What is the discontinued operations? Again, there are rules for discontinued operation. Is it right? It is a separate. It is a separate a major line of business. Is that it is a one? The first one, it is a separate major line of business. Is it? Is it? It is a part of. It is a second one. It is a part of. 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 It is a part a plan, okay, part of a single plan to dispose of, okay, to sell it off, is it, to disposed of, fine. And it is a, the third one is you are buying a subsidiary, is it right? You are buying a subsidiary. 1 minute, I want to make my handwriting little bit, is it right? It is part of a single, it is a subsidiary acquired for sale, okay, subsidiary acquired exclusively for sale, okay. We are buying only for the intention is you are going for a sale, is it right? These are the things which are going to be part of the definition of both non-current assets, and explain the usefulness of information, okay. This is the first part. What is the usefulness of the information? Why we are doing this? What is the usefulness of the business information? Why we wish to show it separately? What is the reason of showing it separately?
To understand the concept?
Is it? To understand the concept, is it? You have to differentiate, is it right? We say that you should not mix it up. What we are doing when you are doing the things in the profit and loss account, we are showing the performance of continued operations, is that continued operations, and performance of non-continued operations separately, but performance of discontinued operations separately, because when we show this, we are giving a message to the shareholders, is it right? We are giving the message to the shareholders separately, is right? Now, if we have to show it separately, fine. This is the first one. It also says that what is that disposable group, okay? It is when we are doing the things, is that we have to show it what are the assets we are held for disposal, is it right? When we are saying it is assets held for disposal, is it assets held for disposal, is it right? Assets held for sale, is it right? Where we are going to show, we show separately as a current asset, is it right? As a current asset. Again, we are showing very clearly, is it right? We will not show in the non-current assets, is it? We are not going to show in the non-current assets. These are the rules. Whatever we have done in the previous cases, we are going to show the things. Now what happens? The shareholders, okay, the shareholders, very, very clearly, the shareholders are the users, is that they can focus, or they can focus. We will not going to give any misleading information. The shareholders will be in a position to make decisions, is it right? Is it? We are not giving any misleading information, fine. And they can have a clear assessment, okay? They have the clear assessment of future income, is it? Future income from continuing operations, is it? Future income of continuing operation. See, this is what we have studied, okay? This is where we have covered. This is the question number 1. Now, disk, are you clear about this? Very summary about this. Is it okay? Is it clear about this? What is the non-current assets held for sale, and what is the this is the first part, okay? This is the first part and this is the second part. Okay, I will put like this. This is point number A and this is point number B. This is point number A. Okay, 1 minute. I will, no, it will make more, 1 minute. I will put like this. It is small Roman letter 1. It is small Roman letter 2. Okay, this is A1. This is A2. Accounting is not, see, that we should never think it is a theory. Is that we have to always make sure that whatever we have learned the rules, they ask only the rules. That's all. We have to explain the rules, as simple as that. Okay. Now, what they are asking, the second one. This, are you clear about this, Majin, Salim, Hussein, and Sumaya? Is it okay with you all?
Yes, doctor.
Fine. Next, discuss whether the directors wish to show travel agencies as a discontinued operation. Is it right? Now, when you are talking about that, what are the conditions? Is it right? See, there are two things. I will take you a little bit back to the theory ones. Okay, I want to make sure that you should have this one. Is it right? They say that we have done this with respect to held for sale, committed to plan to sell the assets. There should be active program. There should be a reasonable price. We have to sell within 1 year from the date of classification. Is that now measurement for non-current assets? Is that how it has to be decided? Now, this is the theory one. Okay, this is the rules we have done. Now, see what is there with respect to the decisions what they are doing. Okay, what are the decisions they are working on? Now, what happened? Pathway is a process of preparing. Divide the sentence. Okay, pathway is a process of preparing financial statements. The company principal, what is when they are doing? This is the reporting date. Okay, most importantly, in financial reporting, reporting date is very important. Okay, reporting date. Now, they say that the company principal activity is travel agency. Their activity is what? Their activity is travel agency. Many selling packages, holidays to the general through internet. Fine. During the current year, okay, during the current year, number of holidays sold declined dramatically, and the board meeting, when it has been held, see, it has been held on 15th October. Reporting date is 31st October. The date that has been, meeting has been held on 15th October. It has been held before reporting date. Is that very important? It has been held before reporting date. Is that before the end of the financial year? Is that to cease marketing holidays and sell off the related. Now, it has been held immediately after the meeting. The travel agency staff notified the situation and they have made that announcement, made in the press, means they have decided, made the announcement. The director wished to show travel agency, they have decided that it will be a discontinued operation to the fine due to declining business. On the 1st August, Pathway expanded its operations to offer car hire facilities to purchasers. Is that these are the things. The first is it has been decided on 15th October before reporting date. The second thing is they have immediately they have announcement has been done. Is that after the meeting, staff was notified the situation. Announcement has been done. Second point, the directors have direct shows the travel agency as a decided, is it the wish to show that as a discontinued operation. This is the point number 3. Okay, this is the point number 3. We have to make sure that this is only the things we have to mention. That's all, nothing more, nothing less. Is it right? This is only the things they have to mention in point number B. Okay, in point number B. In point number B, what? 2, is it right? In point number B. Fine. This is the answer for this. Is it right? What is the timing? Is it right? The timing you can write in your own words, but you have to give the real meaning of that. You have to justify why it has been done like this. Is it right? The timing of board meeting. Is it in simple words, the timing of board meeting is when it is on 16th October. Is it right? I am right? It is on 16th October. Is that 16th October? Is it? It is on 16th October. It is on 16th October. Is it? 16th October 2006. 2006. Before the reporting date. Reporting date is 31st October 2006. Okay, first this is the second point. What is the notification? Is that the notification? The notification has been announced. Is it right? They have notification has been announced. Is it right? To the staff. Is that they have announced it to whom? They announce it to the staff. They announce it to the suppliers. Means they announce it to all the shareholders and the press also. Is that? And they have announced it that indicate high probable. This is the word we have to use. High probable. Is that? High probable, and they are committed to sale. Is that? Committed to sale. Fine. The first question talks about the rules. The second question talks about the applications. Okay. The second rule talks about the applications. Fine. Next. Fine. Are you clear about this? Now, they are clearly distinguishing. Okay, they are clearly distinguishing what they have mentioned. See the thing. What they have mentioned, the cease marketing operation to travel agents and sell off the they want to sell off the related high premises immediately after the meeting. The staff and suppliers are notified. The director wished to show travel agencies as a discontinued operations in the financial statements. They have decided that they will show it as a discontinued operations. Is it? The directors decided to show the travel agency. This is to show the travel agency as a discontinued operation. In the financial statements. See, this is the most easiest way, is it right? We are not doing this much in the examination, okay? This will be helpful for us in doing the MCQs, okay? This much you have to write, that's more than enough, okay? 3 points. That is the reason I am putting in different colors, okay? This is discuss whether the director wish to show, what we are doing? We are justifying, yes, whether it is right or not. The timing is right, the notification is right, they have to show as a discontinued operations. Is it? To the point we have to write. We should not waste that much resources for this point. Okay, are you clear about this?
Yes, sister.
Is it right? Are you clear about this? This is the first. Fine. This is the first point and this is the second point. What they are asking us in the point number 3, they are asking us to prepare the extracts. Is that they are asking us to prepare the extract. How we have done extracts? How we have done the extracts in the last case? Now, okay, see the things. They are talking about see the thing. They are talking about 31st October. Is it right? They are talking about 31st October. Internet, 31st October, traveling agencies. Is it right? 31st October, traveling agencies. This much. The following are the extracts of pathway statement of profit and loss account year ended. Fine. Now we have to show it separately. How much is for the continuing operations and how much is for discontinued operations. They have mentioned here how much 40,000. Is it right? They have mentioned here how much 40,000. See the things after the table. The results of the travel agencies for the year 31st October 2005, revenue is how much? Revenue is 18 million. Cost of sales is how much? 15 million. Operating expenses is how much? 1.5. Okay. This is on which date? 31st October 2005. Is it 31st October 2005? Means 31st October 2005. Separate this. Okay, separate this. Here you have how much? 18,000. Is it right? Here you are having how much? 18,000. Related to what? Related to travel agencies. Okay, related to travel agencies. And in the second one, how much is there? Here it is related to 17,000. Is it right? Here it is related to 17,000. And revenue, cost of sales is how much? Sorry. Cost of sales is 15,000. Okay. Cost of sales is 15,000. Means you have to divide. Okay. You have to show it separately. Is it? Yeah. And how much is there? Operating expenses. Operating expenses is 1,500. Okay, operating expenses is 1,500. We are preparing only the extract. Okay, we are not doing anything else. Is it right? We are preparing only the extract. What they are asking us, focus here. Any doubt, stop me. That's very important. Now it's very serious. Okay, very committed. Prepare the extracts from the statement of profit and loss account. Okay, write down. Write down point number C. Okay, point number C. I will put the things here very clearly. This belongs to this. Okay, this belongs to this question. Okay, okay, and this one belongs to the top one. Is it pathway? Is it pathway statement of, can we work it out with that much space? Okay, then can we mark it out with that much space? 1 minute. 1 minute. Is it right? Are you writing now? I will ask you anyone to send me the screenshot. Then immediately the question is over. Okay, immediately the question is over. Pathway statement of profit or loss. Okay, and OCI, other comprehensive income. Is that for the year ended? For the year ended. Okay, we are going to make separately. Continuing operation separately, discontinued operation separately. Okay, continue operation separately, discontinue. Particulars. First we have to take 31st October 2006. Okay, 31st October 2006. 31st October 2005. Okay, we are talking about only continuing operations. First you have to take continuing operations. Okay, first you have to take continuing operations. Now in continuing operations, how much they have mentioned? How much they have mentioned? See the things. Internet is there, travel agencies are there, car hire is there. Okay, continuing operation. This is continuing operations. Is it right? This and this is a continuing operations. Is that this and this? And travel agency is a discontinued operations. Okay, make it a point. Travel agency is a discontinued operation. Okay, travel agency is a discontinued operation. Continuing operations. How much is their revenue? How much is the revenue of continuing operations for the 2006? For the 2006, how much is the continuing operations? 23,000 plus 2,000. Is it okay? Is it clear to you? 23,000 for internet. Is it right? I will write for here for you. Internet. It is how much? 23,000. Oh, is it right? Car hire. Is it how much? Car hire is 2,000. If you put this thing into consideration, how much is there? This is going to be 25,000. This is going to be 25,000. Anywhere, any doubt, stop me. Okay. Whereas 40,000 is the last year. Is it right? 40,000 is the last year. 40,000 minus 18. Is that 40 minus 18? How much you will get? You will get 22,000. I am writing this 40 minus 18. Is that 40 minus 18? How much is that? 22,000. Fine. This is with respect to only continuing operation. Cost of sales. Cost of sales. How much is the cost of sales? Add it. Okay. Now I will put 18,000 plus 1.5. Okay. 18,000 plus 1.5. 18,000 plus 1.5. Okay. It comes to how much? 19,500. Is that 19,500? Here 32 what? Here what happens? 32,000. Is it right? 32,000 minus. How much is there? 15,000. We are taking only continuing operations. Is it right? We are taking only continuing. 32 minus 15, it comes to how much? It comes to 17,000. Okay, how much you will get? Very fast. Every day one person is responsible for calculation. Okay, 25 minus 19,500. It comes to how much? 5,500. Is that? It comes to how much? 5,500. Next, 22 minus 17. How it is? 5,000. This is going to be gross profit. Okay, this is going to be gross profit. Fine. Operating cost. Is that operating cost as such? How much is the operating cost, operating expenses? See the thing. We are taking only for continuing operation. Is that this one plus this one? How much is there? How much is there? 1,000 plus 100. Is it at 1,100? Okay, 1,100. And here how much? 2,000. 2,000 minus 1,500. Okay, 2,000 minus 1,500. 1,500 belongs to the discontinued operations. Is it? This 1,500 belongs to the discontinued operations. Fine. How much you will get? 5,005. It is 4,400 and this is 4,500. Is that? You have to mention profit or loss from continuing operations. Okay, profit and loss for cut. Now, this is what the rule says. Is it right? This is what the rule says. Every lecture, last test your understanding you will have complete clarity. That much assurance I can give you, inshallah. Okay, last test your understanding before MCQ. Is that now? What we have to do? We have to mention the discontinued operations. Is it right? Is it? We have to mention the separately. This is the rule of IFRS 9. Sorry, IFRS 5. Is that discontinued operations? Fine. Now discontinued operation, you have to show it separately. Okay. We have to show it. We have to do calculations. Okay. We have to do the same calculations. Fine. Now this is put working 1. Okay. Put working 1. In working 1, small, is it right? In working 1, same columns. Okay. Don't waste time. Fine. Analysis of discontinued operations. Is it analysis of discontinued operations? How much is the revenue? Revenue is how much? They have mentioned, is it right? How much is the revenue? Here revenue is how much? 14,000. Is that? How much is the revenue? 14,000. And how much is the revenue they have mentioned in the bottom? Okay, 18,000. Fine, very simple, it is not difficult. Cost of sales. Cost of sales is how much? 16,500. Is that cost of sales is how much? 16,500. Any doubt you ask me, stop me, I am telling you very clearly. Is that 16,500? And here cost of sales is how much? 15,000. Okay, how much we will have? We will have here minus 2,500. And here how much? 3,500. Is that? Sorry, 3,000. Is that? It is how much? 3,000. Fine. This is what you have to mention. You have to mention gross profit or within brackets loss. Okay, within bracket loss. Now, what have operating expenses? Is it right? Operating expenses. How much is the operating expenses? Operating expenses are how much? 1,500. Is it right? 1,500. And here also 1,500. It comes, loss is accumulating. Okay, loss is accumulating. This is 4,000 loss and this is 1,000 profit. Okay, is that profit or loss from discontinued operations? Profit, how much is there? 4,000. Fine. Now this 4,000 we have to mention. This is working 1. Okay, this is working 1. How much you have to show? Discontinued operation, profit or loss. Okay, discontinued operation, profit or loss. How much you have to show? Here it is going to be how much? Here it is going to be 4,000 and here it is how much? It is 1,500. Here it is profit, here it is loss. Is that how much we will get? We will get here 400 and here how much? Here it is 6,000. Is it right? This is called as total profit for the period. Is it okay with you? Yes, Salim.
Yes, Dr.
Okay, revise it. Now it is very focused. Now from here exactly 46 days. I am counting this. 31 days in May, 15 days in April. Today is gone. 15 days, 46 days. I am not taking anything in the month of June. Okay, very focused. Things are very, very specific and very focused. We have to work it out. Fine. Are you clear about this? Everyone. Majin, Hussein, Sumaya and Salim.
Yes.
Okay. Now what we have done, a little bit about the things. We have done completely, okay, a summary of this chapter, revision of the chapter. First we have identified what is the definition of non-current assets held for sale. Then we have identified the definition criteria for discontinued operations. Yeah. Then we have what we have done in the second part, whatever the management decisions has been taken is in line with the criteria. 1, 2, 3. Then we said yes, it is criteria. Then what we have done in the third case, we have practically done a question that how the continuing operations and how the non-continuing operations we have to show in the profit and loss. We have done only here you have to write, okay, extract. Is it right? You have to write as a extract. Only that much we are going to show. Is it a complete revision about what we have done? Is it okay with you all, Hussein?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, fine. This is what now. Okay, is it okay with this lecture?
Yeah, Doctor.
Okay, now fine. And can I start the next one? Any doubts are there? Yes, Mazin. Any doubts are there?
No, doctor, fine.
Fine. Anything is there now? Now you have to come with doubts. Any doubts are there? Put in the WhatsApp group. Don't think that it is a small doubt or bigger one. Okay? Think so. Now see, it is a theoretical chapter. I am little bit quick on this. Okay? It is a little bit theoretical chapter. What are the important things are there? We will cover here. We are talking about the regulatory framework. What is the regulatory framework? This is very important. Regulatory framework is this one. Is that I told you, and it will be there. Okay? I will say. I think I have sent you on the WhatsApp group. If it is not there, again I will send you. Okay? What is the conceptual framework of the thing? Rule says that every company, okay, every firm, registered firms. Listen, this is a theoretical chapter, little bit concept, but this will be there for how many marks? Maximum 2 to 4 marks. I will take 2 marks only, not 4 also. Okay, I am putting it very clear. 2 marks. One question will be there, but one question will be there. That's minimum one will be there. They are talking about who make the rules, what are the various bodies, what is IFRS, is that what are the why accounting standards are on their own are not a complete regulatory framework. Is that there are things are there very important. There is a rule for principle based and there is a rule based. Remember this, I am putting star mark here. Difference between principle based and rule based. They will ask you this question. Even we are going to do these questions in the MCQ. What are the different standards? What is the process? How they will create the rules. If you are saying that yes, we have done IFRS 5, that IFRS 5 will not come straight away. IFRS 5 is the process. Everyone, there's some people who will review, there will people who will get approval, there will people who will interpret the things, it is applicable or not. This like that there is a complete process that takes place. The relationship between national standard and the standard setting process is that, see, if you take the things, every country has their own standard. Commercial law will be there. Okay, company law will be there. The company law will be there. If you want to start the business, first you have to follow the national law. Then you have to follow the international law. That's the rules are very simple. Is that first priority is national law, any country, and explain the role of international. What is the ISB is there? What is the, see, we have done, what is the concept of conceptual framework? Why it is necessary is that if there are no rules, everybody will do as per their own requirements. Is it right? You are working in one company today, tomorrow you are moving to another job, definitely you are following the same rules. We are following ACC, when we are talking about accounting you will never come across that there is any changes. Is it right? Where is a debit, it will be debit. Where there is a credit, it will be credit. Forever. The rules will never change. What is the relevance? Most important thing, all the time we will say there should be relevance, there will be faithful. See, it should be relevant. Information should be relevant and information should be faithful. Is it right? You have to give on the basis. Somebody has to, shareholders has to, you have to convince the shareholders. And when you are presenting information, you should not mislead the people. And discuss whether faithful representation constitutes more than compliance. Is that? First, it is faithful. You have to follow, you have to make the information should not be misleading. And most importantly, you have to follow the rules. Is it right? You have to follow. Today's lecture, we will complete this topic. Okay? This topic and next topic, both are theoretical ones. Okay? Today and next class. Is it? Whether it is more, what we say, understandability and verifiability. If you remember this, these are the qualitative characteristics. Is it? These are the qualitative characteristics. Is that these are for understanding only. Examination point of view, these are the basics because this has been covered in FA2. Is it right? Financial accounting in the second paper of ACCA they have covered in detail. Okay. Always we make a comparison and we are doing a timeliness. It is a revision. The people who have done FA2, it has been covered there. Okay. Now what is there? This is the conceptual framework. You have different bodies will be there. Okay. You have a regulatory framework. There is a system will be there. Is it right? There is a conceptual framework. You have different bodies are there. These are very much we are working on. Okay. There are different bodies are there. They will ask one question. What is the importance? What is the function of this body? Okay. What they will do. You have qualitative characteristics. What are the qualitative characteristics? You are talking in terms of comparison, verifiability, timeliness. These are all understandability, faithful representation, relevance. Is it? Some are basic, fundamental, means these are the basics and this will add value. Okay. On the other side, you have a statement, elements of financial statement. There are 5 elements of financial statement. What are the 5 elements? You have the assets, you have the equity, you have the liability, is it? You have the revenue, is that revenue, and you have the expenses, profits or losses. Okay, these are the basic broader elements. Okay, in other books they will put it in the same way. Is it right? In the same way they put these are the 5 basic elements. Fine. Now what is the need? See, there is a rule as simple. You read this one. Okay. After the class, you read this one. Okay. See, I told you, you have a national company law. Every country will have here if you take into consideration commercial company law of Oman 1974. You take any annual report, the first sentence you will come across is it has been prepared as per commercial, means when you start your own business, is it right? You will follow the company law. Is it? The company law of the nation first. Nation will come first. Is it right? The international will come next. But what the government will do, government say that follow international laws, follow ISA, IFRS, IAS, because people want to attract. Is it right? People wants to attract business. Is it? Country wants to attract business. Company wants to attract finance. Is that they want to do business, exports, imports. When you are doing exports and import, definitely you have to follow the international law. You have European Union directives. Okay, you have European Union. There are some directives. It are not applicable for us. It is applicable for UK people. Now in UK also it is not applicable because they have they have come out of the European Union. But they will, if they are trading with the European Union, we have to follow the rules, okay? And most important is security exchange rules. Muscat Security Exchange is there, is right? Muscat Security, we have to follow the rules and regulations of this is the basic things. We should, the purpose of preparing financial statements is to make sure that we have to follow the rules. That is the reason regulations are aimed to ensuring that users receive the minimum amount, aimed at ensuring that users of the financial receive a minimum amount of information that makes them to make decisions. Is that we are giving away only a summary. Is it right? We have financial statements is only a summary. Okay, we are not giving everything in the financial statements. Okay, we are giving the financial in the notes also, in the notes to the accounts. In the notes to the accounts also, we are just giving the basic rules what we are following. Is that? Now, there are two things are there. This is where I told you. You have principle based and you have rule based. Is that? Make it a point. When revising it, revise 2 times. What is the principle based? Based on the framework, conceptual framework. What is the conceptual framework? As per IASB. As per the international rules, okay? International Accounting Standard Board. Accounting standards are created using the conceptual framework. Is it? Using the conceptual framework. Any idea about conceptual framework? Anyone having any idea about conceptual framework?
No, Doctor.
Is it right? You have, I am putting here, is it right? You have like this. I will share you this on your WhatsApp group also. Okay? I will share you on the WhatsApp group also. Fine? You have 3 things. Is it? You have 3 things. Just give me 1 minute time. I will share you now only. Okay? I will share so that it will be very clear for us to under 1 minute. Just, is it right? 1 minute. One second, dear. 1 second. Check your WhatsApp. It is there.
Yes, doctor.
Is it right? Are you there? This is the conceptual framework. You have the assumptions. Is that this is the first level? First level is what? They provide the information. Provide the information about the reporting entity. You have first level is there. Unless until if I have not sent this, you will not understand. This is the first level. This is the second level. Is there? This is the third level. Okay. This is very standard one everywhere. Wherever you have the same only one. You are talking about the first provide the information about the company reporting entity. Is that what we are doing? We are giving a to useful, to present and potential, to equity investors, to stakeholders. The second one is the elements. Just now I told you, assets, liabilities, equity, income and expenses. You have the qualitative characteristics. You have two things. One is fundamental, one is enhancing qualities. Okay. Then you have the constraints, limitations. You have the principles. Okay. Measurement, revenue recognition, expenses, full disclosure, and you have the assumptions. Okay, going concern, monetary, periodicity, soundship, accrual, all those things. This is the conceptual framework of accounting. Okay, this is you keep this one, keep this open, keep this with you in front of you. I will explain. Only this much is there in this lecture. That's all. Okay, you have. We are preparing on what? Using the conceptual framework. The second one, you have a rule book framework. Cookbook approach. Is that cookbook customization? See, it is very difficult all over the world if you take into consideration almost 200 plus countries are there. Is that you cannot say that you cannot convince every country. Okay, you will have some methods will be there. You will have some assumptions will be there. Like that, you will have all the things. People will follow the rules, but they have the flexibility also. Is it a cookbook approach? Means we are cooking as per our requirements, what we need. Accounting standards are set of rules which companies must follow. This is very important. See that? Must follow. When you say it is must follow, you have to follow the rules of debit and credit. Is that you must follow this. There is no other alternative. Is it right? You have to follow 12 months. 12 months may be from January to December. 12 months will be from April to March. 12 months will be from July to June. Is it right? July to next June, it will be from October to next September. Starting from October, ending with 30th September. Okay. This is for, I will say 2023 and this is 2020. This is 1st January 2023 and this is 30th December 2023. This is the beginning. This is the closing. You can do anything, but the rule says that you must prepare for 12 months. You can prepare any 12 months as per your wish and will. Nobody will question you. Is it right? In the UK, there is a principle-based framework. I will not say in UK, in most of the countries. Okay? In most of the countries, we also follow IASB. Is it right? Most of the countries are no. What you are doing? Are you clear about this? Anywhere I want to repeat it, just let me know. Okay? We are talking about harmonization. Harmonization is nothing but everyone has to have the same way of presentation. Is it right? You will start with revenue and you will say that you are ending with the total profit. Somebody will say revenue, somebody will say it is sales, somebody will say it is a income. If you take banks, it is a interest income. They start with interest income. They will say manufacturing, they will say sales. They are talking about the revenue. Is it any trading? They say revenue. Next, you will have cost of sales. You have cost of goods sold. Now, most of the cases, now we use cost of sales only. Harmonization. equality. There will not be any discrimination, is it right? In the same assets. Say you will start with non-current assets, then you say current assets, then you will talking about what they will say. They say non-current liability, then they say current liability, then they'll say net assets, then they will put shareholders equity. This is the normal process. Okay, there will be some plus or minus. Some people will take non-current assets and liabilities here. Is it fine? There's no, but we have to make sure that we have to follow the accounting equation. Every one of us. Is it right? Harmonization. There is a need for reasons. It will be beneficial. Business operates on a global scale. We are not saying that we will only operate within the nation. And investors make decisions on a worldwide basis. That is the reason harmonization means if you are preparing in Oman, if you are preparing in Canada, if you are preparing in Australia, if you are preparing in Switzerland, wherever you are preparing, there should be a same pattern should be there. Okay. What you are doing, what are the advantages of this? Keep it in mind. You can get finance easier. People will trust us. People will believe. You have to get a faith. You have to be a faithful. Is it right? People should trust us. Is it right? Then only they can give us loans. In the business operate in several countries. It will be financial information easier. On the same basis we are preparing. We are preparing on the same basis. That's all. I gave the message to you. Yeah, greater efficiency in accounting department. You can make consolidation easier. Is it right? You can make revise this. When I am saying one time you read, okay, that's very important. Wherever I am putting star, one time you read that. Okay. What are the disadvantages? See the thing. You will have tax liabilities should be easier to calculate. Is that the investors can make decisions based on the worldwide availability. People are investing. You are investing from one corner of the world to the other corner of the world. You have international accounting firm will benefit as accounting and auditing will be easy. Harmonization. Again I am repeating. Very important concept. Disadvantages, they say it is difficult to introduce. We cannot enforce. Is it right? There will be some social, political, economic and factors. Every country have a different legal systems will be there. Is that different legal systems will be there? Is that it will prevent certain accounting? But what happens? Harmonization. If you are people will trust and people should invest. Is that's very important. Different purpose of financial reporting between countries. Is that some countries the principal purpose of financial reporting is to serve as a basis for establishing tax liabilities. Is that there are some advantages and disadvantages. Some countries are unwilling to accept. Fine, we are not concerned of, but these are the disadvantages. Costly to develop, definitely. You have to follow the rules. Means you have to get, costly means what? You have to get skilled people. Is it right? You have to get skilled people, professional people. Is that you have to get a professional people to implement this. Then only people can understand it. Is it? Now, what is the role of national standard setters? So they are talking about how you have to read this. Wherever it is there, you have to read. Okay? Once you have to read this. They are talking about the many European listed countries are required to adopt IFRS. Okay, many countries, Australia, Canada, decide to follow the similar process. That is the reason. If you are talking about ACCA, in these countries there is easy acceptable. Okay, the overall impact is the trend towards a closer harmonization. Means there should be a common understanding. Okay, there should be it is a language of accounting, as simple as that. Is that it is a language of accounting. Now, coming to the point, very important. They will ask us and we will do this. Is that I am telling very clearly on record. There will be a question what IFRS foundation will do. what IAS board will do. Is it right? I will come back. What IFRIC will do. What is the role of IFRS? This is very important. Okay, the first two lines. What advisory council will do. Is it what advisory? These are the things. What ISSB will do. Is it right? And subsequently they are talking about what? That's all. Okay, these are the few things we should be very focused. What IFRS Foundation will do. Okay, I am putting one. Is it? Read this. Okay, I will write for your understanding. Read this, because when we are starting MCQs, it will be there. Then you will understand the reason why I am giving importance here. It is a supervisory body. Every board is different. Okay, IFRS Foundation, supervisory body, responsible for issues and ensuring body is properly funded. You have so many different bodies will be there, different boards will be there. Is it right? What is the role of this? They will supervise. They are at the top. Okay, they are at the top. They will supervise, and they will see that the bodies should have a good funding. Is it right? They need money to do all these things. Is that? They will take this money will collected from the member countries. Is that? Ensuring fund. The objective is to develop. What is the objective of IFRS? Very important. Developing a set of standards, high quality, which is understandable and enforceable. You can implement those things. Is it? What is the objective? Objective, they will ask question very clearly. Objective of IFRS. Objective of IFRS. They have to say high standards, high quality, understandable. You have to promote use of application of standards. You have to give awareness and bringing about conversation. What is the national rules and international rules? Is it? Both should have clear understanding. Okay, company or commercial company law of Oman and International Accounting Standards Board IFRS, they should go line by line. Both should follow the same way. Okay, this is IFRS. Revise this before we start multiple choice questions. Okay, next, what is the IASB? Okay, this is a different. This is the responsible for. They are only responsible for issue the standards. They release the standards. Understand point? This is very important. Okay. Now, what they are saying? Now they are giving you the explanation. Okay, they are giving. The intention is to develop a single set, one rule, understandable and enforcing of high quality. Is that? And they have to enforce it. In order to achieve this, board works in partnership with major standards. Okay, all the most important national standards are represented on the board. Means you will have the members. Is that? You will have the members will be there. National countries will be the members. All national standards issue discussion papers. Whatever we are discussing, what is changes we need. Is that? What are the changes we need? What are the improvements we need? Where are the problems? Is it right? Where are the problems? Now, if you see the current trend, and it is very important, we will do that in leasing. Okay. Now, most important thing is you should have a clear-cut differentiation between non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Differentiation between non-current assets and current assets. When we have to identify current assets, when you have to identify non-current assets. In the previous chapter, IFRS 5, what they say, if we are going to sell off next 12 months, then it is a current asset. Done. Full stop. That's all. There is no plus, there is no minus on that. Fine. This is where we have to make very clear. As far as possible, future international standards will be more rigorous, more tough, more specific. Is it? Because they are more specific. Is it right? Now they are talking in terms of IFRS 17 insurance companies. Okay? IFRS 17 insurance companies. Is that? Now these are the things. Previously, I will tell, previously it was IAS 18 revenue. Now they are talking about IFRS 15. It is a contract from revenues. Okay, revenue and contract. Here they have made some more specific changes. Is that these are the things that what we are talking. We are not concerned about this. Okay, who is there for them? All those things. Are you clear about this? What is IFRS Foundation will do? What is IASB will do? International Account. What IFRS Interpretation Committee is it? Issues rapid guidance of account with divergent interpretations. Interpretations mean they will explain you where we have to use, where we should not use, where it is applicable, where it is not applicable. Is it? Where is applicable, where, how you have to use. This must be approved by the board. IASB, it has to be approved by whom? It has to be approved by IASB board. Now you are going to say, you have IFRS there, you will have IASB will be there, you have IFRIC will be there. These are the things which comes under IFRS. Is that fine? These are the things which you have to make sure that how things will work. Fine. They address reasonable widespread importance. They issue concern to only rather than issue that they are concerned only a small minority entity. Means they cover the wide, everyone they will see. You are a member, you have the right to ask anything. Okay. Newly identify reporting issues, not specifically deal. Anything new rules will be coming. Okay. Any new rules will coming, they will give you an explanation. Is that? They will give an explanation. Now I will tell you one thing. There is a technical articles will be there. Okay. There will be technical articles. This I am giving you a task when we don't have class. On the day which we don't have class. Technical articles, just read once. It is there on the ACCA portal. If you go to ACCA portal, if you see F7 financial reporting, you will have technical articles. When you read technical articles, it is given in a very, very simple language. Okay, whatever we are doing, we are covering there only. Okay, I will help you, I will support you how we are going to do this. Is that issues were unsatisfactory or conflicting. If there is any misunderstanding, interpretation committee will give clarifications. Okay, interpretation committee gives clarification. Next, what is advisory council will do? They provides forum for board to consult on in wide range of interested parties. Anything is there, you have any difficulty, then this board will help you, advise you. Advising the board on agenda discussions. What are the priorities? They will advise to the board, IASB. Okay, they will give the here what will happen. You have a IFRSAC. Is it IFRSAC? They will support what are the priorities. Inform the board about the views of organizations or individuals about any issues are there. They will give advice to the board of trustees also. Is it? Now, next, what is the another one? ISSB. Okay, ISSB. What ISSB says? It is the foundation create sustainable nowadays. Nowadays we use this. This is a key word. International sustainability standard board. What we are doing, we have it's not only we are issuing the standard. The standard should be carry forward. Okay, with the objective of delivering a global baseline. There is a disclosure. worldwide. Okay, means sustainable means it has. If you are if you are creating a rule and you are changing the rule every year, every 6 months, definitely it is not going to give any positive message. If you are creating the rule, we have to create rule with a in detailed thoughts, discussions, and we should maintain. International investors called for corporate reporting on, see the thing, nowadays people are very much interested on climate. Is that they are talking about environment, social responsibility accounting, corporate governance. We will do it in auditing. Okay, matters of high quality. Climate change is very important. Is it right? Climate change is very important. Green energy. Is it? And you will come across. We are using what? Green energy. If you come across nowadays, they are talking about what? They are talking about green finance also. These are the things, isn't it? You are talking about the environmental issues are very high priority. Hydro energy, wind energy, solar energy. Energy is very important. Is that how we are using the energy? That is the reason we are moving from oil based to electrical cars. Okay? You are moving how to save energy. Is that we are talking about social responsibility accounting. Is that social responsibility accounting is very important issue nowadays. You are talking about the corporate governance. This is a matter that is high quality. It should be transparent, reliable, and comparable. Fine. What sustainable talks about? Sustainability talks about these issues. Is that very important? 2 marks, 1 question will be there. Even 1 mark is important. Understand point? 2 marks only on this. Understand? Only on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the things they will do individually? Is it I am putting? This is the first one, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, and this is the fifth. Every question paper, when you are doing mock question paper, in every mock question paper you will come across 1 question on this. Is it? These are about the standards what we are talking about. Fine. Now the second part is are you clear about this? Yes. Sumaya, Mazin, Hussein, and Salim.
Yes, doctor.
Are you clear about this? We should know. We are not going in detail. Okay, we are not going in detail. Just once we start revising, automatically we will be in a position to understand. Okay, this is the first part. The second part is easy. I am not going to take that much time. Okay, we are talking about the conceptual framework. The same thing what we are given. Is that you understand this diagram, this figure, automatically you will have the thing. There are 2 main approaches. One is principle based or conceptual framework. The second one is rule based. Is that? Now, a conceptual framework, we are talking about the objectives and principles. Is that you have the principles. Just go through 3. What are the principles are there? What are the different principles are there? Here we have the principles. Is right? Here we have the principles. What are the principles are there? Tell Mazin.
Yes, doctor.
What are the principles? See the picture which I have sent on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
What are they?
Yeah. Measurement.
Measurement.
Revenue.
Yes. Revenue recognition, expense recognition, and full disclosure. Okay.
Full disclosure.
Is it? These are the things. Keep that. Everyone keep that picture open on your phone. Okay. Related objectives and funnel. The framework about nature, function, limits of financial accounting, and what are the limitations. Limitations is nothing but constraints. Is it right? What are the constraints are there? Salim. What are the constraints are there?
Cost.
Cost right down there. Constant. It is a historical cost. Is that this is the most the biggest limitation, one of the limitation. Means we are preparing the financial statements on historical cost concept. Okay, we don't have any other alternative. Fine. Fine. We are talking about the limits of financial reporting and financial statements in historical cost, and we are talking in terms of materiality. Materiality is rounding off. Is that materiality is rounding off? When you round it off, is it that what will happen? Definitely there will be some plus, there will be some minus will be accumulated. Is that why we have a conceptual framework? Is that why we have a conceptual framework? What are the various arguments having conceptual framework? We should have a general accounting and accepted accounting principle. Gap is there. Okay, gap is there. We should not, it avoids firefighting. We should not, see, we have some guidelines. Is that some people will say that I'm going to do last 11th hour, 12th hour, last moment we are going to do something. No, we should plan. Okay, there should be a clear plan what we are doing, because we are not doing for one country, we are doing it for worldwide. Is that lack of concept may mean that certain officials are not addressed. We should not have any. We have clear rules should be very clear. Okay, and as transactions become more complex, business becomes more sophisticated. Is it right? It helps preparers and auditors. Is it? It helps. We are doing auditing for different countries. Is it right? If you talk about Big Four, is it? We are talking about the Big Four. They are not doing auditing only for one country. They have spread all worldwide. They are doing. Is it right? There should be a uniformity. Accounting standard based on principles are thought to be harder to circumvent. If you are doing as per the rules, as per the principles, so you should not have, if you say it is principles, means it has to be based on some specific things. A conceptual framework strengthens the credibility of financial reporting and profession also. It gives you value. It makes less likely that can be influenced by vested interest. Nobody can influence it. Rule is rule for all. This is the approach used in UK by the board and revised in March 2018. Okay, now you are understanding the conceptual framework. Fine. Now, what are the alternative rules-based systems? A possible alternative is to cookbook approach. Is that it based on rules rather than principles? Is that rather than principles? This approach is in the US. Okay, US little bit flexibility. Fine. Say CPA. These are people who are doing CPA. Okay. See, they have the different. See, we are not criticizing. We are saying that they have their own system. Is that the advantages is they increase accuracy of requirements. They have increased comparability. They are giving more importance. Okay, more importance on accuracy, comparability. This doesn't mean that IASB is inferior. This doesn't mean that you are moving to US based companies, they follow this. You are moving to UK based companies, they have a different approach. Is it? Principles are harder to circumvent. UK is very rigid. Okay, principles are very hard to, therefore preferable to a rule based approach. Now what is this? I will tell you. You have methods. Okay, you have methods. In the methods, as you take the example of depreciation. You have depreciation. It is fine. You have to do depreciation, but you can use any method. Okay, you can choose any method. But when you are choosing the method, the rule says that there should be consistency and there should be a comparison. Is it? This is where the difference will be there. Okay. What is the purpose of financial statement? It gives you a guidance. Is it right? It gives for financial reporting, financial information, qualitative information. What is the qualitative information, Salim? Qualitative information.
Complement.
Relevance, faithfulness, consistency, comparison, is it right? Timeliness, is it? That's the qualitative characteristics. Fine. The definition, recognition, measurement of element. There are 5 elements. Okay. There are 5 elements: assets, liabilities, equity, in revenue, and expenses. Is it? Concepts of capital and capital maintenance. We will cover this. If you remember, we have done in IAS in 16 chapter 2. Is that IAS 16 chapter 2? What is the capital expenditure? What is the revenue expenditure? Is that what are the characteristics of IAS 16? Which one we have to add? Capitalize, which we should not capitalize. The purpose of the framework, they gave you the thing. They are talking about to develop IFRS accounting standards. It will assist preparers to develop a consistent policies. It assists all parties to understand the standards. Fine. What are the objectives of financial reporting? There are 2 objectives. Is it right? The objective is to provide about the entity is to the existing and potential investors, the stakeholders. Okay. Here you see the thing, qualitative characteristics. There are 2 things. One is fundamental, one is enhancing. Fundamental, relevant, faithful; enhancing, comparative, variable, and timeliness and understandability. Is it right? Now, I will ask this: what is the going concern concept? This is one of the important aspects. When we are preparing the financial statements, we have to make a financial statement that it will be, the company will be there in existence for the next 12 months. Is it right? For the next 12 months. It helps you in auditing paper. Is it right? It helps you in going concern. What we'll do, always there will be opening balance, there will be a closing balance. Okay, we are going to discontinued operations. It is not a going concern. Okay, discontinued operations is not a going concern. Continuing operations is based on the going concern concept. Assuming that financial statement, the going concern assume that the entity has neither the need nor intention to liquidate. It will not close down. It will continue. Okay, it will continue. This is very important to understand. Fine. Now, this is with respect to underlying. This is the basic assumption. Every company will have this basic assumption that you are doing the business that you are going to continue for the next 12 months. Done. Is that? If it is not there, then there is a different issue. Relevance, if it has to influence the economic decision. You are giving information should be relevant, information should be useful. Is that? We are giving the information with respect to financial statements. It should be make some sense. You should take some decisions on that. It provides on time, okay, to make the decision. On time you have to give information, then only the information will be useful. Materiality is nothing but the value, amount, okay, is the direct impact on the relevance of the information. Value is very important, how much it is going to make the changes in the financial statement. Quality of relevance, they are talking about what is the quality. Materiality is entity specific aspect of relevance depend on the size of the item or error judged in particular circumstances. We are covering materiality very basic, but if you take auditing paper, the complete paper is on materiality only. Is it? What is they say, what is the materiality? Materiality is nothing but the quality. The materiality is the threshold quality. How best you are giving that information. How much value it is related. Is that one needs to study before consideration other quality of information. It says that a cutoff point. When you are giving the materiality, we are going to say that it is on the reporting date. I am not using anything new. I am using all the things which have reporting date is very important. Is that a cut? It is otherwise called as a cutoff point. If any information does not pass the test of merit, it does not need to be considered. Means if it applies, then only we have to report it. If it is not going to be applied, we should not report it. We have to give information in faithful way. Is that faithful way? Means you have to give information complete, you have to give complete information, and you have to give unbiased information. Is that? We should not favor the information. Whatever there, sometimes if there is a profit, say it is a profit. If in some years the business is in loss, you have to say it is a loss. Fine, nothing will happen. But we should not cook the financial statements as such. Is it right? We should not deliberately influence the making decisions or judgments. We should not influence the decisions. Fine. And it should be free from error. Fine. These are the things which talks about the conceptual framework. We are talking about enhancing qualitative characteristics. It should be comparable. Always the information will be given for 2 years. Is that? Never we will come across for 1 year. Is that? Always it should be comparable. There should be consistency, and you have to disclose all the information. Fine. And we are talking in terms of every payment should be supported with some evidence. Okay, there should be a verification, means they should have some evidence, verifiability. You have to give on a timeliness, on time you have to provide the information. The information should be understandable to the users. You have to make things very simple. That people should understand what you are talking, what you are giving. That is the reason it should be in a standard form. There should be reasonable knowledge of business and economic activity. You should not only review, but you should also analyze the information diligently. What does it mean? Any word about this? Any understanding about this? Check on the Google very fast. Very fast. Means when we are talking about diligence, we should think intelligently. Okay, we should not accept any information that is given by some other people. We should also have a knowledge where we can think on our own. Okay, that is what it says. For information to be understandable, users be able to perceive its information. Importance, significance means if you want to understand, you should know the importance. If I am giving you information about some engineering subject, it will not make sense. Is it right? You are giving information about accounting, it has to be very specific for the accounting only. Fine. What are the elements of accounting? Okay. These are 5. You have the assets. This is a completely different definition. The moment what we are say in the beginning, when we say it is, what is the asset? Asset is what we own. No, it is the economic resources. There should be some control by the entity. You should generate some resources. It results of the past events. You have investing now. Okay, you have invested last year. Now you are generating revenue. Okay, it should generate revenue. It is an economic resource. Is a right that has a potential to produce. There should be some benefit. Is it? It should give some. That's present. What is the liability they have talked about? Present obligation of that. You are taking the loan now. You will pay in future. Is it? You will pay in future. You are getting the benefit now, but you will pay in future. Is it? We are talking about the economic resources as a result of the past events. Is it? Means That is the basic thing which you are talking in terms of liability. You are talking about the equity. Another important. Equity is nothing but the residual interest. What will happen? You are getting profit, okay? You are getting profit for the year. This profit for the year will be added. Is it right? Will be added to a statement of changes in equity to the share capital. Is it right? This profit for the year is nothing but a residual interest. Residual means leftover. Residual means leftover. Leftover after paying all the obligations, okay, of the entity after deducting. See, after deducting all its liabilities. Is that? This is the thing. Now, what is the income? Increase in assets or decrease in liabilities. Is that? Revenue is the income. Revenue will increase your assets. Okay, revenue will increase your asset. If that increases in revenue increases, profit increases. Is it right? If your revenue sales is increasing, we assume that profits will increase. If profits are increasing, what will happen? The equity will also increases. Is it right? Expenses decrease in assets or increase in liabilities. Fine. These are the things. Are you clear about these elements? Assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, and expenses. Is it okay with you all?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. How are you, Hussein? Is it clear?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Next. They are giving you an understanding. We have covered as much as possible. Is it right? They are talking about they're giving some more explanation about equity, liabilities, revenue, and expenses. Okay. They have given some here. Is that? We will cover this in chapter 15. We will cover. Okay. IS 37 provisions, contingent liabilities, and contingent assets. Okay. Right now I will not do this. I will write here. This we are going to cover in chapter 15. Okay. De-recognition. Fine. Financial position approach to recognitions. Income is an increase in the assets. Fine. They are giving some more clarification. An entity sells a building for 2 million, retains your right to buy back for 5 years. At the date of sale, the building has a fair value of 7 million. Property prices are expected to rise. What they are saying, the entity does not recognize the building from statement of what de-recognition. Fine, keep like that only. We'll just hold it for a while. Okay, where it is required, I will cover this. Fine. Now, fine. Is it? It is too early. I'm just explaining and I'm just immediately asking you questions. Okay, but I will explain you here also for you. Okay, I will explain you here also for you. Okay, what is the first one? Just go through it. What is the under the current structure of regulatory body? It is too early, is it right? Just it is only a one session. Is not only a one session. Just I'm asking you the questions. It is also unfair for me, but I will here to support you. Okay, I will here to support you about the things. Now, what it says, under the current structure of regulatory bodies, which is the overall supervisory body? Which comes in the beginning? We have done this. There are 4 bodies are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is at the top? IFRS foundation. Isn't it? IFRS foundation will be at the top. Okay. IFRS foundation will be at the top of the. This is the most important body. Okay. Next. Hussein, tell me, which of the bodies listed is responsible for issuing standards and guidance for applications? Who is responsible for issuing the standards?
International Accounting Standard Board.
Good. They will ask in the similar way. I'm not saying same question. In the similar way. Which of the bodies? Yes, Salim. Which of the bodies list is responsible for the draft interpretations? Straight question is there. Interpretations. Is it right? Which of the draft? People will straight away go for interpretation committees. Is it right? They are saying approval. Is it? They are talking about what? They are talking about the approval. Who will approve? Is it? Interpretation committee only explain the things. Is it? Only anybody has the doubts, then they will explain the interpretation committee. But who is going to be responsible for the approval? Salim. Advisory, they will advise to the board what to do, what not to do. Is that interpretation committee? They will explain to the members how we have to use it. Is that foundation is the topmost body who will overlook each and every function. International standards accounting IASB, is it right? IASB will give the responsible for approvals. Okay, it is responsible for the approvals. This is the point I said. Is that we have to be very specific about each and everything. Which of the following best describes the role of IS Advisory Council? Sumaya. To prepare interpretations of IFRS accounting standards board, you have to make it is an interpretation committee, is it right? To provide the board with the views of its members on standard setting, they will assist. Is it right? What advisory board will? Advisory board will support the board of directors. Board, is it right? That what is important, what is priority, what is needed. Is it what is needed? They will always give an advising and supporting role. They promote IFRS standards among the IS members. This is the IASB. Okay, this is the IASB. You select the members of the board. Is it? It is the topmost one. Okay. Now, who is the advisory council? Advisory council provides the board. It supports the board. Is it right? What to do, what not to do. Are you clear about this? Again, is that again? I will tell you before we start the things. Revise the chapters. The moment you revise the chapters, it will be really easy for us to understand. Okay. Now, what are the two fundamental qualitative characteristics? What are the two fundamental qualitative characteristics? The one is relevance, the second one is faithful representation. Is it? One is relevance. Now you have enhancing qualities also. Is it right? You have enhancing qualities also. Completeness, neutrality, timeliness, understandability. Is it right? You have the things. Is it? You should make sure that faithful representations. Once you are talking about faithful representations, again it has been divided. Okay, faithful representation talks about what? Faithful representation talks about completeness. Faithful representation talks about neutrality. Is it right? Faithful representation talks about free from error. Is it? Faithful representation talks about free from error. This is the way you have to make sure that how we are going to work out on the thing. These are the two fundamental qualitative characteristics. The first one is the relevance, the second one is the faithful representation. Are you clear about this? Yes. Hussein, Mazin, Salim and Sumayya. Little bit theoretical. Only 2 chapters are there, theoretical. Okay, I'm telling you this. You will find little bit boring, but I don't want to skip it. Okay, I don't want to skip it because each chapter will have its own importance. Fine. Next, are you clear about this? Test your understanding.
Yes, doctor.
Fine. Now, what they say, now I don't want to make that much, okay? I don't want to discuss how the conceptual framework could keep board achieve these objectives. Is it right? How the conceptual framework talks about all the things, first level, second level, third level, okay? First level is preparation of financial statement, second level is we are talking about the elements, the third level is we are talking about the assumptions, constraints is there, is it right? And what is the third one? You have assumptions, you have constraints, and what is the middle one? You have that going concern concept, materiality, is it right? You have the thing. Likewise, you are going to work out on these things. That the concept of financial has number of purposes, including we are talking in terms of assisting the board in future IFRS accountings, assisting board in promotion, harmonization of guidelines, assisting preparers of financial statement by applying the IFRS. Discuss how the conceptual framework could help the board achieve these objectives. When we are following conceptual framework, it gives what? It helps for a harmonization. Is it? It helps you to have a uniformity with respect to global standards. We are following IAS, we are following IFRS. This is the basics. Is it? This is the basics where we are preparing our financial statement. We are talking about the conceptual framework first published in 1989, then 2010, then 2018. What is any updates are there? Is it right? I'm just going very quickly, okay? Any updates are there? Any changes are there? Is it right? We want to make sure, why we are talking about conceptual framework, we want to make sure that there should be a consistency. Is it? There should be a consistency and there should be a understandability among all the member countries. Is it? Among all the member countries. Using the conceptual framework for reporting, which of the is a threshold quality? Where we are talking about threshold quality, we have done somewhere here. Where we have done the threshold quality, somewhere we have done now, where it is there, comparability, verifiability, timeliness, elements, assets, liabilities. We have not done that much here. Is it right?
Page 128.
Page 128.
Yeah. 129 as well.
Where is 128, my dear?
Yeah, this is timeless and verifiability.
No, threshold is there. Materiality, there is some specific word materiality we have done.
Yes, there is.
Materiality is there, specifically we have done.
Page
Neutrality.
one,
Here it is
126.
there. Page number
One,
126.
yes.
Is it right? Page number 126. Is it right? Page number 126. I will write page number 126. Fine. Next, according conceptual framework of which of the following is the underlying concern of set of phenomena? Which is the underlying assumption? Just now I have told you. What is the underlying assumption? Salim. Just now I have told you, just now, within no time, okay? Where is that? It is underlying assumptions. No, it is not that much. Going concern, where we have underlined the going concern. I have underlined that word also. Check margin, where is going concern?
Page 125.
Page 125. Huh. Is that, see the things. Now you can understand why I am doing this is wherever there is bold letters, okay, wherever they have mentioned bold, when you are revising, you focus on that. That's very important. My purpose is not just going back to the pages. My purpose is to make you confident, that yes, when you are preparing for examination, how we have to approach it. Whenever they mention in the bold letters, somewhere they will test us on this only, especially on this, okay? This is a going concern. Fine. Is that answer is what? Answer is going concern. Next. Link the terms to whether they are related to principles of relevance and faithful. Just now we have done. Is that free from bias? Free from bias is where it is related to relevance or faithful representation. Just now I have written here. Here, see the things. I have mentioned here. Is that free from error? Neutrality. Neutrality is nothing but free from bias. Is that neutrality is from free from bias, unbiased information. Is that it is related to where faithful representation or relevance?
Faithful.
Faithful. Materiality is with respect to relevance. Is that confirmative value? Confirmative value is with respect to the materiality. Is right? It relates to the materiality. We have skipped these things. Okay, that is the reason that now you understand. Every paragraph is important for us when you are going for MCQ. Okay, when you are going for MCQ, confirmatory value is related to relevance. Complete means we have done this. Complete means it is a faithful representation. I think we have written completeness. Completeness comes under faithful representativeness. Okay. The board framework identify qualitative characteristics. Is that qualitative characteristics? What is the qualitative characteristics? This is the enhanced version. Is it right? What is the qualitative characteristics? Relevance is the relevance, comparability, verifiability, understandability, and faithful representations. Which of the following are not listed as enhancing characteristics? Which of the following is not a listed one? Is that enhancing qualities? Which one is not listed?
Understandability.
Enhancing qualities. What are the enhancing qualities? What are the enhancing qualities? Which page number? Go back, okay? Go enhancing qualities. Here it has been given.
120,
Is it right?
127.
Where is that? 127. 127. Enhancing comparability, verifiability, timeliness, and understandability are qualities that enhance comparability, verifiability, timeliness, and understandability. Is it right? Comparability, comparability. Which of the following not listed as comparability, verifiability?
Yeah, verifiability and timeless.
Timeliness and
Understandability.
These are fundamentals, okay? These are fundamentals. Which of the above are not listed
Faithful.
as enhancing which of the following are not listed as enhancing characteristics? Is it right? The
Doctor is
1 and
relevance.
1 and 4. These are fundamentals. Is it right? These are fundamentals. These are fundamental characteristics. 1 and 4, 5. Okay, 1 and 5.
1 and 5.
Whereas these are enhancing qualities. These are enhancing. Now you see the things. When you want to do MCQ, you have to be very perfect here. Okay, we have to be very perfect. People will say that why you are reading all the things. No, they say concept fine. Okay, you can refer the answers here. They say that you have to write in more than 30. They will not give. Okay, they will not give this. Take my word. I am telling it on record. Okay, we want to understand what characters you expect, what characteristics you expect information to process to provide faithful representations. Is it right? You have to be faithful representation means it should be completeness. Is it right? It should be completeness. It should be neutrality. Is it right? It should be free from error. According to the IASB, what is the objective of financial reporting? Is it right? What is the objective of financial reporting is to provide information. Is it right? To provide information, financial information. Is it right? To provide financial information to the users. Okay? To provide financial information to the users to make decisions. Is it right? To the users to make decisions. Fine. Are you clear about this? Fine. Is it okay about this chapter?